Yes, let's start today's session. So this is the second demo lecture of Python full stack development. As you know that in the last lecture, we were discussing about just basic introduction of Python full stack development subject. So I explained you clearly each and every subject purpose like Python, Django, REST API, as well as Flask, UI basics, and SQLite 3. And also I explained you clearly, just a moment. Yes. So this is I explained about the subjects Python, Django, REST API, Flask, UI basics, and also front-end development and back-end development process. So in today's lecture, I'm going to discuss complete Python introduction. Okay, because as I said that first 45 days to 2 months, I'm just focusing on Python. Once you will become good at Python, then after we will start with Django development web application. So let me explain about Python now. So as I said, Python is a programming language which is used to write coding part for the application development. Okay, but what type of language it is, you must and should understand. So Python is a general purpose programming language. General purpose language it is. Okay, it is a general purpose programming language. What is the meaning of general purpose? See, sir, if any language is called as general purpose, that means using that language, we can develop any type of applications. Like using Python, we can develop web applications, gaming applications, network-based applications, data science applications, and data analysis applications, and many more. That's what it is called as general purpose programming language. Python not designed for specific purpose application development. That means using Python, not only develop only web applications, other than web applications, we can develop many more applications. That's what we are calling it as what general purpose. It's not designed for specific application development. It's designed for all application development purpose, that is general purpose development applications, we can say that. Next, Python is a high-level programming language. It is what? High-level programming language. High-level means all the low-level activities. While writing Python code, and you compulsory write complete logic, but after logic, you never write any memory management code. Normally, when we write Python script, we will focus on logic, right? Yes. But after completion of logic, you have to start run your program. But after running the program, you will get directly one output. But before that output, behind the scenes, some process is required. Your variables need some memory. Data need to be stored in the memory location, and memory allocation, deallocation process is going to happen. That is internal process. For internal process purpose, we don't write any explicitly logic. Why? Because this is high-level language. All the high-level languages will taking care by default all the low-level activities. Behind the scenes, like behind the program, what activities are required, that all activities will take care by Python. You are not going to interfere. You are only concentrating on writing Python logic. But how it runs, how memory allocation, how memory can be deallocated, that is not your business. Because Python will take care of everything. Python is having such kind of assistance. Like for example, garbage collector assistance is there. GC we can call it as. Generally, garbage collector will do what? Memory allotment, memory deallocation. This process can be done by garbage collector. It is integral part of Python. Next, Python is interpreted programming language. Yes, it is interpreted programming language. So what is interpreted and compiler? I need to give some clarity here. First, we'll talk about compiler-based programming languages. Compiler-based programming languages. So the existing languages, you know that C, C++, C#, .NET, Java, these are all compiler-based programming languages. And I am saying that Python is what type of language? Interpreted-based programming language, that is Python. What is the main difference between compiler-based as well as interpreter-based? You should understand. Very simple, sir. Compiler-based means, suppose if I write 10 lines of logic in the context of these languages. And once I write 10 lines of logic, but just example, you can consider 10 lines. You may write many number of lines of code also. The moment when I start execution, especially in C, C++, C#, .NET, Java, whole program at a time will check and execute. No matter how many lines of code you have written, total program at a time will check and process and execute. That is called compiler based. In the process of checking whole program, any number of errors occur, like 3 errors, 4 errors, 10 errors, that all errors will disclose in the error window. So in general, when we write C language or C++ or .NET code, generally we will see multiple number of errors in the output window. But you will never see multiple errors in Python. Why? Because it is what type of language? Interpreted. Same 10 lines of logic if I write in Python standard. So whenever I start execution in Python, line by line code will check and execute. How it will check? Line by line. Whole program at a time will not check and execute in Python. Line by line. First line, it will check first. If it is correct, it will go to next line. If it is correct, it will go to third line. In case in the third line, there is some error in Python, then interpreter will stop the execution immediately. That line error will disclose to you. You have to focus on that particular error only. After solving that, you can move towards next line. So line by line code will check and execute. This is called interpreter. Whole program at a time will check and execute. That is called compile. But the existing languages like C, C++, C#, .NET, Java are what type of languages? Compiler-based languages. That means no matter how many number of lines of code you have written in these languages, whole program at a time will check and execute. At a time, whole program at a time it will check and execute. That's what in response, especially in C, C++, .NET, Java, user will get multiple number of errors in the error window. If there is no errors, compilation successful, code will be also executed. If number of errors, it will show. But in Python, even though your program is having number of errors, where first line error occurred, that line error will disclose because interpreter will stop that error first. After resolving, then you can go to next line. Even that error also not rectified, that will disclose to you. So line by line checking process is nothing but interpreter. Whole program at a time will check is nothing but company. Very simple. So Python is interpreted language. So when we write logic in Python, while executing, Python programs will check line by line and run. This is interpreted language type. Next, Python is having an excellent feature that is called Python is dynamically typed programming language. Yes, dynamically typed. So what about these languages? C, C++, C#, .NET, Java means these are statically typed especially. What type it is? Statically typed. But I am saying Python is what type of language it is? Dynamically typed. Dynamically typed programming language. What is the meaning of exactly statically typed and dynamically typed? We'll see. Very simple, sir. Statically typed means during the program writing time. During the program writing time. Okay. Dynamically typed means what? During the program execution time. While program running, that is called dynamic. While program writing, while we are writing program, that is called static. So these languages are statically typed, and these Python language is dynamically typed. Let's try to understand what is statically typed, dynamically typed. Generally, in these languages, if programmer wants to define any variable, this is the common syntax which we follow, right? Data type, variable name equals to value, semicolon, and ended semicolon. And data type is integer, variable name is a, value is 100. Is it correct? It's a common declaration, variable declaration in any language of these. First, you have to mention data type. Then after you have to mention variable name equal to value and end with semicolon. For suppose in these languages, according to my value, if I mention the wrong data type like this string, will it work, sir? No, it throws error. So, especially I'm saying that in these languages, programmer must have the clarity on data types. Clearly, means before writing the program, while writing the program, he must have the clarity on data types. What value you are giving, that value is required, what data type, integer type or float type or boolean type or string type, you must know in other languages. Because other languages are what type? Statically typed. Means during the program writing time only, programmer must have the clarity on data types. What value you are taking, based on that, you have to decide the data type. For example, 10.78 I am taking. Programmer must be declare what type? Float type. Like this. But in Python, what is the advantage, you know? That's what I'm calling it as Python is a user-friendly language. So in Python, just because of dynamically typed language, Python is a dynamically typed language. So let me have the syntax to declare variable in Python. You need not to specify any data type. Only you should focus on variable name equals to value. Even semicolon also not required. My variable name is A, value is what? Tell me, sir, did I specify any data type for A? No. Integer, float like this. Did I give from my side? No, not required. Because Python is a dynamically typed language. Dynamically typed means what I said. During the program execution, based upon the value, Python only will decide the data type for its variable. For your variable, Python only will decide or allocate the type during the runtime. That's called dynamically typed. So it's a programmer friendly, because no need to think much more what data type should I give as a program, right? Only my concentration is what value I should assign to the variable. You can, that's it. Data type, what data type Python will decide, not you. But it doesn't mean that Python do not have data types, sir. Only it will not allow you to explicitly define the data type, but internally Python only will decide the data type for the variable based upon the value. Only we don't give any data type explicit. So this is user friendly. No need to think much more about data types. My value is 100. What type should I assign for A? It's not required. No need to think. It will take care of everything. So just for clarity, I am opening one ideally software. Don't worry about this ideally. Tomorrow I will tell you complete installation process step by step. Automatically you will understand that. Okay. Just for time being, to show you a basic examples, I am opening a built-in editor, that is ideally integrated development learning environment. This ideally software is a default software editor. When you install Python software, automatically it will be available. So let's open this ideally software now. And now you can see I'm declaring one simple variable, int A equals to 10. Is this valid, sir? Do you think is this valid in Python? No, because just now I said, as a Python programmer, you should not decide any data type for the variable. In other languages, it's compulsory. You should only decide the data type, integer or float or string or based on the value. But Python do not allow me to decide the data type like this. Look, this we got what error? Syntax error. This is not correct syntax in Python. Python only expect you what variable and value. That's it. Data type it will take care internal. That will only decide, not you. So press enter. Initialization is over. But I need output value, right? Yes. Output value purpose. Either you can use print function, or else without print also we can get out like simply A and press enter. We got out. Print is optional to use in ideally software. Okay, so either you can use print of A or you can use A only simply. As simple as that. No need to define any data type for your variable A. Just for curiosity, you want to know, sir, my variable got what data type I want to know. Then simply you can mention type of what A. What type it is? Integer type. Who assigned this integer? Python only, not programmer. Right? Based upon the value, Python decides the data type of variable is what? A is what type? Integer type. But suppose I'm taking A equal to 34.6. I'm printing A. What is the type you're expecting from Python? Float. Because the value is 34.6. What data type assigned for my variable A which float type? So this is data type assignment by default. Internally, it's going to happen. As a programmer, we don't need to define any data type from our side. But other languages like C language, C++, C#, Java, compulsory, you should only decide the data type based upon your value. In case if you decide wrong data type, it gives error. But in Python, we don't have that much error. We don't need to define any data type explicitly because Python will take care of everything. That's what I can say it is dynamically typed. Dynamically typed means during the program execution time, statically typed means during the program writing time. What type of language it is? Dynamically typed language. Data types, no need to specify while writing the code. Next, Python is a case-sensitive programming language. Yes, case-sensitive programming language. Programming language. So what is meaning of case-sensitive programming language? For example, let me open ideally software. Yes. So I'm taking variable name is a value 10. How I can access this variable name? A name only, right? A. Yes, it's okay. But can I access this name with capital E? No, not possible. Because you declare the variable name as small letter, but you are attempting to access that variable name is capital letter. So you will get error. What error? Name error. The name capital A is not defined. Did you mean A? Yes, I mean to say A only. A is positive, but not capital A. So ultimately what I'm saying, Python is a case-sensitive programming language. Just because of this, you must take care of variable names. Not only variable names, any names, how the way you define. Or you define lowercase or uppercase, same way of the access, not in different names. So this is case-sensitive programming language. So I explained that just Python is a programming language, which is used for writing coding part for the application development. What type of language it is? I'm saying general purpose, high level, interpreted, dynamically typed, and case-sensitive programming language. General purpose meaning is what? Using Python, we can build any type of applications. High level means all the low level activities like memory allocation and deallocation, error handlings, everything will take care by Python internally. And interpreted language means Python code can check line by line and execute. Dynamically typed programming language means in Python programming, during the program writing time, programmer need not to specify any data type. During the runtime or execution time, Python only will decide the data type for the variables. And case-sensitive language means cases are very important. Lowercase names, uppercase names, same names through we have to access. So this is what type of language it is. Okay. Next, I'm talking about Python basic history. Okay. Who created Python? Python was created by Guido van Rossum. He is the man who invented Python for the first time. Python was created by Guido van Rossum in the year of 1989. Means the person Guido van Rossum, he started implementation in the year of 1989. The first version of Python was released in the year of 1991. Okay, the first version of Python released in the year of 1991. So what are the versions of Python? We'll see that. What are the basic versions of Python? So version number 0.9.0, which is in year of 1991, first version. Later, they released 1.x, 2.x, 3.x. See, sir, in the place of x, we can put lot of numbers. I'm not writing all the subversions here. 1.0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. 2.1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Right now, we are in third version. In that third version, subversions are there. In that subversion, again subversions are there. Like right now, we are having third version. The latest stable release of Python is 3.13.6. How do I get, sir? This is the stable latest release means. I strongly recommend to visit official website python.org. This is the official website. Do you want to check what are the versions present currently? Python related versions. So 0, 1, 2, 3, we are in third version. That too, this is the stable release at 3.13.6 only. Python.org lines. Okay, so this is the case. Next, let me visit python.org, sir. Just go to the search www.python.org. Press enter. Now you will be able to see this is official website of Python. And there is clear documentation section. If you are new to Python programming, do you want to read step-by-step clear documentation? Then you can go for documentation. Look at this beginner's guide, developer's guide, okay, Python enhancement proposal, index, Python books also there. Everything we can get it from this website. Because Python is completely open source. The code is available for anyone in the official documentation or many websites also we can able to collect it. And Python is completely cross-platform. Meaning is what platform independent style. Means it can run on any operating system. Windows, Linux, Unix, macOS, and other operating system. That's what platform independent style you can say that. But where I can search that versions are simply you can see click on downloads. Once you click on downloads, you will come to know what is the latest stable version. Looking for Python with different OS, Windows, Linux, Unix, macOS. Look at this. This is the download Python 3.13.6. This is the latest version. But do you want to show all other versions, or if you are looking for old versions, not 3.13.6? If you are looking 3.13.5 or 3.4, 3.11, 3.10, 3.9, 3.8, slowly scroll down, you will be able to find lot of releases. Look at this, 3.13.6, 3.13.5, along with release date, download link also they have provided. Any version you can able to download, no problem. But look at, sir, in this, after seeing many versions here, lot of subversions, but the end you can come. At the end, you will see what is the last version they are mentioning here. 2.0.1. Below we don't have. But the first version of Python was what? 0.9.0. 1 also there, but 1 it is not showing, right? It doesn't show me. Why the reason? The reason is the PSF means even though the official author of Python is Guido van Rossum, he is the man who created Python for the first time, but later they formed a team called Python Software Foundation. Okay, Python Software Foundation. It's a group, 5 members group. Right now, Python is completely maintained by PSF, Python Software Foundation. This foundation has completely stopped the support for 0 version as well as 1 version. That's what we are unable to see, the 0 version and 1 version in the list of downloads. So they will recommend to use at least 2 above versions. So from here onwards, you can use anything now. Then if I'm talking about just company wise. If company people are using 0 version and 1 version, if any problem, then PSF community people will not give support for them. If that's what they are recommend to use on to above version, then they are ready to give support if any problems occur during the implementation of projects and applications. So that's what they will recommend to use 2 above versions. Even you are going to see in the official website 1 version, 2 above version only. Any version you can download. Okay, but I am trying to download this one, 3.1, 3.6. Whenever I click on download, immediately you can see within fraction of seconds you got download 3.1, 3.6 or yes. This is download file. Where it is available, sir, simply you can go to the downloads section in your computer. Look this, I'm just moving download section, 3.1, 3.6 downloaded here. This is my software. But before going to install software, okay, you have to check in your computer whether Python exists or not. If already exists, what version it is. If not exist, what will be the output? Okay, let me check. Very simple, sir. If you want to know that in your computer, Python exists or not, simply go to command prompt. Go to command prompt. Okay, to check whether Python exists or not. Then go to command prompt and type what we have to type, Python space -version. That's it. If you type this command in command prompt, so that you will come to know that your system is having already Python software on. Why just taking the confirmation? If not, we have to install. If already there, then you will come to know what version it is there. If old version, then you can uninstall and reinstall. That is my plan actually. Let me check in my system currently what version I have. So let's go to the command prompt. So to go to command prompt, simply go to the search and type command. So you will be able to navigate command prompt option, click on it. And automatically you will be able to see command prompt window, right? Here we have to type what Python space -version. The moment when I hit the enter button, you notice that what I got 3.1, 3.6. That means in my computer, Python software exists. I don't need to install it again. This is, but just for you, I will try to uninstall now itself so that I can show you installation process. Because you must have the clarity how to download it, install. Okay. Yes, already I have downloaded, just now I have seen by visiting the official website python.org. I have downloadable file, executable file is there with me. So let's immediately do uninstall. Yes, how to uninstall any software from computer? Simply go to control panel. And in this control panel, let's go to uninstall program. Click on uninstall program. There are all the softwares which I have already installed in your computer. It appears, and there you can select by scrolling it where is the Python software, and that you can uninstall. Look at this, I have Python 3.1, 3.6. I click on it and uninstall. It takes few seconds to uninstall. Once uninstallation over, let me show you how to install. It's very simple and straightforward, no complex. And also, you may ask, what is the software requirements, hardware requirements for set up this Python? Nothing. Because Python software is a very simple and lightweight software. No additional requirements are required in your computer. If you are using basic laptops or device, it's okay, no problem. Okay. Let's uninstall this first. Now uninstall was successfully done. Close it. Let me uninstall this PSF Python Software Foundation Python Launcher also. Uninstall. Right now in my computer, do I have Python software, sir? No. How do I get confirmation? Again, just to go to command prompt, just now what we have seen, and check by typing what? Python space, hyphen, version, and press enter. Previously I got 3.1, 3.6. Now I got what? Python was not found. That means your system doesn't have Python software and you have to install it. So how to download and install? Download process is over. Installation process, I'm telling you, simply you can see this. Today only you can do this setup from your end also, so that it will be good for the next session for practice. And let me go to the downloads folder, and simply you are having already 3.1, 3.6 executable file. What we have to do, double click on it. Simply double click on it and just wait, sir. Don't move forward. Okay. But because here I need to explain something. So before going to click on install now option, I strongly recommend to activate these two checkboxes. People might forget to activate these two checkboxes, especially after that they will suffer. Because if I and not activate these checkboxes, what's going to happen? Nothing will happen. When you install it, will install it, and it will allow you to write Python programs also. But after writing, you cannot run your Python programs. Why? Interpreter path not set. To run Python programs properly, what is required? Interpreter is required, Python interpreter. So if I don't activate these checkboxes, okay, then Python interpreter will not set, means path setting will not be happen to your operating system. So that's what I recommend, to use these two checkboxes activation. After that, click on install now. So let me click on install now. And do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? Say yes. Within few seconds, your Python will be back. That's all. This is first step you have to do. First and foremost step you have to do, everybody, this one. After this, you can go for any editor setup, like PyCharm editor, Visual Studio Code editor, or any editors where you comfort, you can write. In tomorrow's session, I'll explain clearly. This is very important session is going to happen tomorrow. Why? Because tomorrow what's happening? I will disclose how many possible ways to write Python code and execute. How many possible ways to write Python code and execute, which is the best way to write Python code, and which editor is the best editor at beginner level of learning of Python. So that you will get learning. I'll keep in front of you all options openly. You can choose which one is better. And even I'll also tell you which is the better for you in the initial stage of learning Python. The reason is why, sir, in the initial stage of learning Python, you should go with proper editor, which is exclusively created for Python programmers, so that you will not get any problem and you will not get any difficulties to write Python code. If you go through your own editor, like somebody will ask me, I want to write Python code, Notepad. Yes, you can write Notepad, but Notepad, there is no help. All syntactical rules and regulations already clearly how to go. Then only you can able to type properly. Otherwise, we'll get lot of errors, right, in the initial stage. And how you can overcome without knowing the syntaxes, how to resolve the issues in Notepad. So that's not good way to practice. So I can recommend you proper editor in tomorrow's session too. Okay, but make sure that before going to set up editors, I said that first and foremost thing you have to do one installation of Python. After installation of Python only, you can go for editor setup, anything, no problem. Okay, let me close this. Now I successfully installed Python software. How do I check, sir, whether it is there or not? Again, command prompt, yes. And simply type the command line Python space version. We got back our version 3.1, 3.6. That means Python is exist in my computer. Once you get the confirmation like this, then you can start setup of your editor to anything from now. Okay, so this is exactly what I want to say today's session. So this is Python versions and Python history. And last thing is, Python was created by Guido van Rossum in the year of 1989. The first version of Python was released in the year of 1991. Okay, the name Python inspired by a TV show. How Python name? from where it is derived, from where it is inspired. The author Guido van Rossum is the fan of a TV show. That's what the author inspired by the TV show, and he has given working title of his programming language called Python. The TV show name is called the Monty Python Circus Show. Monty Python Circus Show, which is famous TV show which was broadcasted in BBC in the 1980s, 1990s, like that. So the Guido van Rossum is the fan of this TV show. He has given, by inspiring the TV show Circus Show, he has given for his programming language called Python. That's what we are calling it as Python. The same story of Django also there. The name Django is derived from, it is a person name actually. At the time Django, I will disclose why it is the history of the name of the Django framework like that. Okay. Yes. So in the tomorrow session, our agenda is mainly, this is what are the possible ways to write Python program and execute. Different ways to write Python code and execute. I'll show you these options in tomorrow session. First option, you can write Python code using interactive mode. We can also write Python code using script mode and using Python ideally software through. And next one, using PyCharm editor. This is our regular editor, sir, which I'm going to continue with all my lectures with what editor? PyCharm. But some students ask me, if not PyCharm, what would you suggest? Using VS Code, Visual Studio Code. So our tomorrow agenda is, this is on this. That's what I'm asking you, don't miss. Okay, because it's very important session tomorrow is going to happen. I will show you all the different style of Python program code writing and execution, what editors are best editors. According to me, I can suggest to all my students, PyCharm editor is the best tool. You will be able to understand in tomorrow session once I launch PyCharm editor and VS Code also, which is better, you feel automatically. But before that, I'll tell you interactive window, script mode, Python ideally through also, I'll explain all the coding. So this is just one time you can try it and leave it. Because as a programmer, Python programmer, you must study all the aspects, how to write code and execute. Once you try with these three options, really I don't recommend these three options, but I'll explain you. One time you just practice, give a practice and leave it, because you should have an idea on that. After that, we will try to launch PyCharm as well as Visual Studio Code, which is better for beginners. I can suggest you PyCharm. Why I suggest you PyCharm? Tomorrow will come to the look and feel wise, graphical user interface wise, and other than this PyCharm VS Code, people may use different editors, Jupyter, Spider, Atom, okay, NetBeans, Eclipse, other tools. But most of the cases, Jupyter, Spider, Atom, and about the distribution editors can be used by data science with Python or data analysis with Python. Exclusive Python programmers and Python full stack developer purpose, I strongly suggest you to use PyCharm as well as VS Code. So in our sessions for core and advanced Python, only Python programming purpose, I use PyCharm editor. When it comes to Django web development, anyway, we have a web development process in Django development, right? With including frameworks. After learning of Python 45 working days to 2 month sessions, we will start immediately what? Django. Django, REST API, Flask, database, UI basics, everything I'll use Visual Studio Code. So that you will get both editors' idea. Once you have an idea about both editors like PyCharm and Visual Studio Code, so it will be easy to write code in any editor in real time. So you'll get more exposure like that. So you should have multiple knowledge on editors also, right? Multiple editor knowledge. So that's what I launched tomorrow, these all editors. Don't miss the sessions. So this is from my side today. If you have any question, you can feel free to ask me, especially who are in online. Please ask me the questions if you have any doubts. And who are in online, if you feel this is your first session, I strongly recommend to watch yesterday session video recording, which is available in DURGASOFT YouTube channel. Don't worry, at the end of the session, our team will try to communicate with you through mail and they will assist you and by sending the link. So you can watch the video and also you will get complete course content as well as demo video link also you will see. Okay, yes, we are going to cover web development. That's what I am asking. If you are not yesterday session, please watch my first video yesterday, which was happened. I said clearly in the last lecture, Django framework for web application development, REST API also, Flask also. Along with web development, you will get 3 to 4 hands-on projects development experience also you will get. Yeah, Mr. Suresh Kumar, please go ahead your question.
Hi, sir. Like today is my first class.
Yeah,
So I
that's
wanted to
right.
know. So I wanted to know, like I'm a ETL tester. I wanted to transit my career towards automation. So will it going to helpful if I learn Python?
See, Python is one of the main core language for further automation, as you know that, because I am trying to say that complete Python syllabus will be covered. And in this batch, what is the specialties means, if you miss the last session, I strongly recommend to watch my last video. I'm going to cover this AI tools with the automation purpose most of the cases. But I'm not going to teach you according to your scenario, where you are working on which platform. I'll teach complete Python script and logical things and everything according to the syllabus. But how you can use these Python code for making your automation, you have to take care. You will know better than me, I think, in your cases, right? Because Python language is one of the most core language for automation purpose. But people ask me, automation can be done in testing or ETL or network-based or anyway, but that libraries we don't know, that you have to take care. But my part is, my job is to cover complete Python and will make you to be good in Python. Then after that, you have to take care more things, how we can implement your logics in Python. So any more questions still? Python offer huge standard libraries with respect of different applications, not only specific applications. So based upon the idea of libraries, we have to utilize this, we have to use it in our application implementation.
Sir, actually, I don't have any knowledge related to programming. So will it going to, start from the basic?
Obviously, we'll start from very beginning, like scratch level, and slowly we will enhance the things like intermediate level of programming, advanced level of programming. If you follow the day by day step by step, obviously you will become good at Python because it's one of the simple syntax and compared to other languages, easily understandable, easily you can able to survive and you can implement your logic very easily, no problem. No matter you are non-IT student or IT students, that's what I discussed this regarding also yesterday session. Don't look at your background. Okay, sometimes some cases non-IT students will gain more profit in the software development because of their interest and all, because of their efforts. Okay. So trust me, no matter your background what it is, please be focused on learning. All things will go normal. Is any more questions? Who are in online especially? And please continue tomorrow and day after tomorrow demo sessions. You have feel free to attend 2 more lectures, demo sessions tomorrow and day after tomorrow. Okay. And after that demo sessions, you can decide. In how many
Sir,
months?
these classes are providing offline as well?
Yes, offline as well. Some of them are sitting in front of me right now. So it's going to be classroom training as well as online training, both parallel.
Okay, where, sir? Which location?
DURGASOFT Institute Micro.
Okay, thank you.
And how many months will be ready for job? Yeah, the total full stack duration, post duration is 4 to 4.5 months. Then if you practice regularly, if you follow my lectures continuously without fail, then you will be ready for your job within 5 months. You can apply. Okay. Yeah. So thanks for attending this session. Have a nice time. See you tomorrow. Don't miss tomorrow. Tomorrow we have a crucial session for making setup of editor tools and starting writing coding with Python. So internship will not be provided. We are going to provide exclusively training. After training, you will be able to get a course completion letter to show your skills. Okay. So that's it from my side today. Have a nice time. See you now.